Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be the final update video on the Revell 1971 Mustang Mach 1 Diamonds Are Forever edition of this kit. And it is going to center around the body and all the body parts, including the hood, the grille, and the taillight panel. How I painted and detailed all of those with decals and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get started on that. All right, so on to the body. First thing you see, these stripes did not come in this kit. I got these from the Boss 351 kit. The build I'm going to do with the Boss 351, I'm going to use the silver stripes, so I went ahead and decided to use the black stripes for this one. This one, all you get for stripes are these right here. Just the body molding stripes down here. That's all you get in the 429 Diamonds Are Forever kit. Okay, and I did not use these. So they went on pretty easy. You gotta line them up just right so they don't look goofy going across. And then down here, a little while after I applied them, okay, first thing I did was, okay, I painted it. Then I put 2 coats of clear on it. Then I did go ahead and put these decals on, these stripes on. Okay. Then I let it sit for a day. Then I put on 3 more coats of clear. I did clear over these decals. I don't normally do that with the Createx, but I did this time. Don't ask me why, but I just did. Sometimes you just do what you do, you know. But I love the way this looks. I love the copper, dark copper color that I mixed up. The bare metal foil was very easy and took less than an hour. Just the back window trim, the front windshield trim, and just this little door trim here on each side. So that was that on the bare metal foil. I do still have to paint my headliner, and inside here paint all this black. I still have to do that, and this stuff here, this all has to be painted black to coincide with how the actual car is. Okay, the front bumper here, as I fling it off the screen here, the front bumper is all done and cleared. All these parts are painted and cleared now. The rear valance, cutouts for the exhaust, where license plate goes. Now let's get to the back end, the tail panel here. Okay, painted and cleared. Then I painted this right in here. I brush painted in matte black, just my apple barrel black. And then I went over it again with the Createx opaque black to give it a kind of a semi-gloss look. Not a matte look or flat look, but semi-gloss. The trim around here and around the taillights was done in bare metal foil. And I used a piece of bare metal foil for the gas tank thing here, gas cap. I ran some Tamiya Panaline accent color in these little grooves here for the tail light. Can't really see, but I did do some Panaline accent black in there, and then I brush painted Molotow chrome around the taillight bezels. Okay, instead of foiling them. So that's what I did with the tail panel, and I think it came out real good. I'll get the tail lights in. By the way, what I did with the tail lights is I used Tamiya Clear Red, painted them on the back of the tail lights, on the backs. They go in like that. So I painted it on the back, a couple of coats, and then I just painted on some Ammo by MIG aluminum, matte aluminum on top of the red. Kind of a reverse how you do the aluminum, then you do the clear. I did the clear, then the aluminum on these transparent lenses. And for the front, I did the same thing. I did orange. Actually, I didn't do the same thing. I just used Tamiya clear orange on the backs of that. And I'll show you why in just a second. And then I dabbed just carefully some white paint in there for the reverse light. I do have a little bit of cleanup to do on that. That'll take just a second to get the little edges off of that. So that's the clear part so far. Move these out of the way, and we'll go to the front grille piece. This is bare metal foil around here. I painted inside here. I used opaque black for the whole thing. I painted the whole thing in opaque black first. Then I used bare metal foil. Then I painted inside the lenses here with Molotow chrome. Once again, brush painted Molotow chrome in there. And for these tail lights, the turn signal indicator lights down here, what I did was I dabbed once again. I think I used Vallejo metal color chrome on this one. Whatever I grab is what I used. And I just used a toothpick and dabbed in there to cover up the black in the shape of, you know, it's indented the shape of the tail light, or the tail light. I always want to say tail light, turn signal. And then again, Tamiya clear orange. Once again on a toothpick, I just dabbed it and just touched it in, dotted it in a couple of different times to get the clear orange on there. And the lenses that I showed you on the clear tree go over top for your front turn signal lenses. The Mustang emblem there is a decal. A little tricky to put on, but you can put it on with some patience. And that so far is the front grille. You get pieces right here for these lights, and obviously the clear headlight covers will go on at the very end. The mirrors, the side mirrors, I haven't decided. Once again, painted and cleared, nothing special. I drilled into the base of them here to pin them, to hold them so I can paint them. I haven't decided. You have an indentation here. Nice indentation for the mirror to go. I haven't decided if I'm going to also pin it or not. I don't know yet. I may drill a hole and pin it using these holes already. But you don't have to, because you got a nice little indentation there that will help hold the mirror in place at the end. Okay, now we will go to the hood. All right, even on the Boss 351 kit, you only get the outline decal here. That's probably goes in about, that black goes in about that far. So that's the only part that's black, is that's on the decal. So what I did is I used my trusty Tamiya tape. This is what, 10 millimeter wide? Yeah, 10 millimeter wide Tamiya tape. And I just ran it. I put the, once again, I painted the hood, jumping all over the place. I painted the hood in the copper. I cleared it with 2 coats of clear. Then I put the decal on. Then I cleared it with 2 more coats of clear to seal in the decal, because I'm going to tape over it, right? So then I ran the tape on the outside here, just getting into the black there, just so you know, you got to leave that copper in between the black part here and that small pinstripe. So I just barely got into the black with the tape. You know, burnished it all down where it overlapped. Got to do that real good so you don't have any bleed through. That's the biggest key. Then I painted opaque black once again. I used opaque black through the airbrush, thinned it and sprayed it. Nice and smooth. And then I used 2 coats more for the whole hood. Once again, I peeled the tape off after I painted it black. And then I just cleared the whole hood with gloss clear for 2 more coats. I know this is supposed to be semi-gloss or even matte, but this is kind of a custom color paint, so I'm not going to go completely factory authentic on this, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a little glossier than it should be, but this is the way I want it. I don't care if it's supposed to be matte. This is the way I want it. So that's how I did the hood, the stripe on the hood, and blacked it out. I thought about just blacking out the whole hood, but no. I did it like this. The only problem is the actual Mustangs, the Mach 1s, the stripe follows this contour. So this isn't even right. So I'm wrong all over the place, but this is the stripe they give you. But the Boss 429, I think, the stripe follows this contour. But you're not going to find that stripe without paying at least 20 bucks for it from an aftermarket decal supplier. And I'm not going to do that. I already paid 20 bucks for the wheels and tires. I'm not going to pay 20 bucks more just for a hood decal. So that's where that sits with the body. Like I said, I burned through a little bit on some of these edges. This was a very, very tricky body with this body line here. Very, very tricky to wet sand and polish. To me, at least, without burning through. And I've burned through in a couple different places. So, extra of your custom color. Whenever you mix a custom color, make extra. Okay, always have some extra. I got almost a half a bottle extra, but make sure you have extra because you're never going to match this exactly if you run out. You're never going to match it. So I got a couple spots to touch up. Then I'm going to run my Panaline accent color once again into the door panels, all the body panels here. I will probably do that after I get everything mounted onto the interior and the chassis. Okay, but this is all you're going to see until the final reveal, which hopefully should just be in a couple of days. All right. And one last final look at the grille and the tail panel. All the lights are in, the headlights, the turn signals, and the grille lights there. Everything fits in just perfect. Really nice fit. And with the tail panel, the tail lights fit right in perfectly, as does the gas cap. So that is the final look at those. Thanks for watching Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop, and I'll see you at the reveal.